Welcome back to Studio 10, everybody. It's Holly Sin and Jerome Ritchie. And when people think of vein problems, chances are you think of spider veins and varicose veins. But not many associate vein problems with leg cramps and charley horses that can wake you up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you just get told to eat a banana, pretty much. Dr.
Really?
Mountcastle is here, to tell us that spider veins and varicose veins are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to vein problems. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
So what we're saying here is that those charley horses, that those leg cramps may not be something you can fix by eating a banana. This is what my dad always told me to do.
Absolutely. And it's a common misconception. And I'll tell you a story about Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry was going to show up this morning, but I think she got cold feet.
Cold, no more leg cramps.
No more leg cramps, but we don't have any cures for cold feet. She's a wonderful lady. She came in last October, actually, for aching in her lower leg. And we did an ultrasound, and sure enough, she had a vein that wasn't working, and we fixed it in her next visit. Took about 45 minutes. It doesn't hurt.
No, you don't have to cut into the leg.
No, we don't even have a scalpel in our office. Everything now in veins is non-surgical. So we did our laser treatment on the inside of her vein, started an IV in the vein, and did this gentle laser treatment. And the next week, she came back and hugged my ultrasonographer and I in a big bear hug with tears coming down her cheeks. Yeah. And we said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "Nothing's wrong. I'm so happy." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "My leg cramps, they're gone." I said, "Jerry, you didn't say anything about leg cramps." She said, I didn't know they had anything to do with veins.
Oh, wow.
And you didn't ask. I guess we hadn't.
Wow.
So that wasn't even what the treatment was designated for.
No, we were taking care of the aching that's caused by the swelling of veins inside of her leg when the valves don't work. And so who should come through the office a couple weeks ago but Jerry, with her friend from her condo complex that needed vein work, and "Jerry, how about the leg cramps? Still gone."
Wow.
And even this morning, she said they're still gone.
That's unbelievable. And it's
for her, it was
now.
a miracle. She had awakened every week for a decade, several nights a week, with her toes curled up so hard that she couldn't even put her foot down to walk out this charley horse. Mm-hmm. She was going to fire her doctor. She said, "Look, 1:45 minute in your office and I was fixed, and I'd tried years of potassium and calcium and magnesium and all variety of medications, even quinine when it was legal." And I said, "Look, your doctor just doesn't know, as so many don't know, that varicose veins and spider veins are just the tip of the iceberg of vein problems."
Now, what else can that indicate, though, if you have the varicose? Is it true that you can only get those if you're on your feet a lot?
There are a lot of misconceptions. No. Vein problems come from failed valves in the veins, including varicose veins. And they do come from being on your feet a lot of beauticians and dentists and teachers. But mostly it's genetics, sometimes extreme sports, avid tennis players, soccer players, these people.
Now, this is kind of a good diagram for anybody who doesn't really understand the way that the vein system works, right?
The veins are just like an upside down tree. They look just like that when they're dissected out. If you look at the body's exhibit, they show vein systems like that. But what a lot of people don't know is that there are valves about every 6 inches in that trunk and in those veins. And those valves are very delicate, but they hold up the weight of the column of blood. When you squeeze the muscles of your leg, the blood goes up. When the muscles relax, these act like little scaffolds to hold the weight up. If they're not working, the blood just rushes back down to your feet.
Now, we've got some before and after photos, too, with some pretty dramatic results. Go ahead and put up the first photo. We'll see the before. Now, what kind of condition is that?
Those are varicose veins. This fellow had terrible pain. He couldn't go to Orlando and back in the same day without aching in his legs. We did one treatment, and I told him to come back in 6 months. He lives in California.
And this is the after?
And that was it. Couldn't even find the one needle hole we made in his leg because, again, the veins below dilate up, both inside the leg and outside the leg. You don't have to have legs that look like that to have terrible varicose veins.
So how long did that procedure take?
45 minutes.
Wow.
This lady had the laser treatment. She had a much worse vein. It shrank up. And we went ahead and did an ambulatory phlebectomy. 45 minutes, painless. and that's her leg. She's very
incredible.
happy.
And these are outpatient procedures too. I mean, you
In
finish,
our office.
and then
No downtime.
You're out the door.
The next patient, she gives us a lot of trouble. Her legs look too good. She had a laser treatment. I marked them up with my Sharpie afterwards a few weeks later, and we did the ambulatory phlebectomy. And her after picture there, her legs look pretty good at 68.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a different leg.
That's unbelievable.
The trouble
I would
is,
like to have that leg.
all of her neighbors are coming in. They want legs that look like that, and some of them have a lot of, like that.
Will
exercise
insurance
and things.
cover this?
All the time. People have these fears that there are terrible costs, and there
Because it's
are.
like a cosmetic procedure as well as a medical procedure.
But 95% of our work is medically necessary. Medicare pays for all these procedures. People don't have any costs. Insurances cover these procedures. It's just the finest little spider veins that it doesn't take care of.
You can actually learn a whole lot more if you attend one of Dr. Mountcastle's free lunch seminars. Those are going on all over the place, all the time pretty much. You've got the Largo location, October 24th and November 14th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then you can also check out this one at Treasure Island Yacht Club on November 5th. The RSVP is the same for all of them, 727-865-6941. And you can also go to MountcastleVeinCenters.com to learn more about those. There's another one there at the Pasadena Yacht Club as well. That one's coming up on November 12th. So you can also visit any one of the 2 convenient locations, and I believe you're coming up with another one as well, aren't you, Dr. Mountcastle?
We have seminars all the time, and we do everything we can to dispel people's fear and educate about these things. They think that it's cosmetic. It's not. They think it hurts. It doesn't. They think there are complications. There aren't. They think it's costly. It isn't. We send brochures. If you call our office, we have a brochure. We have a 30-minute free consult. People can come and be educated about veins and ask their own particular questions. And we have these educational seminars. So we do what we can. To go back to Our Lady Geraldine, the twigs of that upside-down tree leak fluid all day. And as that edema fluid returns back, you get cramps.
And veins are all you do. That is your specialty.
All you do.
Only thing we do.
And you can learn more at studio10.tv and check out those that seminar information.